if you're familiar with the TGIF setup that ICT introduces, it's essentially where when you have a very large range week in a particular direction, you tend to trade. Um, on Friday, you tend to trade 20% back into the range. There's plenty of examples of this, but one that sticks out at me right away is right here with the daily. This is primarily a weekly thing, so like it's a weekly concept, but it's on the daily is really where you look for your levels at. So the low of this week right here, this is a very large range week to the upside. So, you know, with this, you would look at, where's the low of the week? So 44, 59, 25. So 44, 59, 25. And the high of the week was 4609.50. So I have that, I have a fib on it. And now what I'm going to do is show you the 20% of the range. And look at that. So with that fib, we've projected the low of the week to the high of the week, which was made on Friday. And, 20% was retraced to before we traded higher. And you always expect the end of the week, Friday, to deliver that 20% downside. But this doesn't have to be privy to just a weekly concept with a daily chart. You can also do it a daily concept with a weekly mindset, or you can do it with a daily chart with, I guess, an hourly mindset. So today, for example, we had a very large range day to the downside. And so you take the high of the day, 43.35.75, and the low of the day, 42.51.25. And the PM macro delivered, right to that 20% retracement level before going lower. It's not something ICT's completely talked about. I'm sure he maybe has mentioned it before, but this concept, this TGIF setup, doesn't have to be privy to just, the weekly. It can be also the daily. Um, you know, you can go back and test it, but today it was a perfect example of that. And there was actually, a nice setup that I traded for this move. So, you know, marked the fact that this is the 20% retracement. So I was watching ES and NQ. ES was appearing to be the stronger of the two today. I guess stronger in the sense that it didn't want to go lower as willingly as NQ. So what I noticed was this SMT divergence right here. I guess I'll mark it on ES. SMT divergence. And so once I noticed that, and we got a little bit of a displacement higher right here, I flipped down to a 1-minute chart, and I was anticipating this move coming beforehand. So I actually took a trade on this right in this fair value gap. So we displaced higher. I took a long entry in this fair value gap, using the basis that we have this volume imbalance supporting us. We have a buy side imbalance. We have another volume imbalance down here. So I was risking this order block right here if it just taking this liquidity. So took a long right in here, targeted um, first partial, second partial, and the last partial, if you have any left, would be obviously this 20% retracement level. But it's a perfect example of us retracing to that 20% um, in the final macro of the day, and also an example of time and price. When did this macro start? You know, um, just in the last 30 minutes of the PM session, we displaced higher and delivered that liquidity and that 20% retracement right into the end of the day. The last candle of the day hit that 20% retracement. So it's really fascinating, um, and it's definitely something you should go study as far as price action, because this is a super simple and easy um, end of day macro trade with a really nice bias and context behind it. We're expecting that 20% retracement of the large daily range to the downside, um, and it delivered in that final macro of the day, which if you're thinking of it on a daily basis, if you're trading what I showed earlier with the daily concept, a weekly candle, that Friday would technically be considered that final macro, um, which was the PM session today. So just something to study, something to keep in mind. But this is a wonderful trade setup and a wonderful delivery of that 20% retracement, and that can be seen as well on NQ. Um, if you go back and look at that as well, with NQ we had high, low, 20% retracement. So um, really nice concept, really easy idea, and um, it netted a very nice trade. Obviously about 10, 15 handles. So that's ES. I guess as far as my bias goes on ES, I'm looking at these lows to get ran out before really we do anything. So once we run these lows out, maybe we just continue lower, continue spooling lower into tomorrow, and then wait for us to engineer some liquidity to the downside. Maybe we target that, or maybe we take out this low and run higher. We did leave a lot of equal highs, which is kind of